It all started with a gut feeling, that unsettling churn in my stomach that whispers something's terribly wrong. We'd been married for 7 years, a seemingly perfect life, but lately, she'd been different. Cold, distant, always on her phone. I brushed it off at first, told myself it was stress, work, anything but the truth. But then came the late nights, the vague excuses, the way she'd flinch if I touched her phone. One Tuesday, she said she was working late. I drove past her office on my way home, and her car wasn't there. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drum solo of dread. When she finally came home, I asked her about it. She snapped, accused me of being controlling, of not trusting her. The argument escalated, and she stormed off to bed, leaving me in the living room, staring at the wall. The next morning, I found a receipt tucked deep in her purse. A fancy restaurant, 2 entrees, from the night she was supposedly working late. My hand trembled as I held it. I confronted her again, trying to stay calm, but the words caught in my throat. She just laughed, a cruel, dismissive sound. It was a work dinner, you idiot. You're being ridiculous. But the date on the receipt was a Saturday, and the restaurant wasn't one her company ever used. The lies were unraveling, thread by painful thread. I felt like I was watching my life from outside my body, a silent movie where I was the only one who didn't know the script. The betrayal was a physical ache, a searing burn in my chest. Later that week, I saw a text notification pop up on her phone while she was in the shower. A name I didn't recognize, and a message. Can't wait to see you again tonight, my love. My blood ran cold. The phone felt like a brick in my hand. I opened the message, and there it was, undeniable proof, a string of loving texts to another man. When she came out of the shower, I was shaking, the phone still in my hand. Who is this? I asked, my voice barely a whisper. She went pale, then her eyes narrowed. How dare you go through my phone? She shrieked. You have no right. It's nothing, just a friend. The gaslighting was relentless, but I was done listening. The anger finally broke through the heartbreak. I looked at her, really looked at her, and saw a stranger. All the love, all the trust, shattered into a million pieces. I told her to leave. It was the hardest thing I've ever said, but it also felt like the first breath I'd taken in months. The silence in the house after she left was deafening, yet somehow peaceful. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is walk away from everything you thought you wanted to find what you truly deserve.